Akona, how are you?
Good morning, Queen. I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good as well. How was your weekend?
It was good, quiet, managed to get some rest in.
That's good to hear, Akona. Akona, I know Mary is all work and no play, ne? The decision of the management not giving her the post, I don't think it was a great move. Now we must all sit through these meetings because Ntombi and Garabo were not smart about this process.
Queen, stay away from management. You never know why they make these certain decisions. If I was them, I would have hired her and made it mandatory for her to attend the emotional intelligence and personal mastery course. But hey, who knows why management makes these decisions? I'm just glad that she requested for this meeting to address her behavior. I know she needs the positive feedback to improve her engagements with people.
I hear you, hey? Let's wait for this meeting.
Yes, you're right. I'll see you later. Let me go and start with work.
Enjoy your day. Bye.
Hey, Queen, how are you?
Hi, Ntombi. I'm good. And yourself?
No, I wanted to check if you've confirmed the boardroom for today's meeting with Mary.
Yes, I did confirm the venue and the team members accepted the meeting.
Thank you so much. Don't forget the screen then, because Mary will be connecting online.
I didn't forget, everything is arranged. Thank you so much. And right now, I'm just heading to the boardroom. Thank you, Ntombi.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Queen Moroka. I'm the receptionist here at Pick and Buy. I will be handing this to Ntombi. Ntombi, may you kindly introduce yourself? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Queen, and good morning to the colleagues. My name is Ntombi, and I'm an HR specialist at Pick and Buy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ntombi. I'll move to Garabo. Garabo, may you kindly introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Garabo Moroka, and I am the hiring manager.
Thank you so much, Garabo. I will move to Akona. Akona, may you kindly introduce yourself?
Thank you, Queen. Hi, everybody. I am Akona and I am the PR manager.
Thank you so much, Akona. I will move back to Mary. Mary, may you kindly introduce yourself to the team?
Good morning, colleagues, and our special guest, Mr. Tompo. I am Merin Kosi, Head of Marketing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. I will hand it back to Ntombi. Ntombi, may you kindly start the meeting for us?
Thank you so much, Queen, and thank you so much, colleagues, for making time for this meeting. I know it was a short notice, but the reason for the meeting is because Mary reached out and she needed guidance, and direction in terms of what has happened when she then did not get the position she applied for. So she asked us to assist her in guiding her then moving forward. Thank you.
I would move to Mary. Mary, may you kindly tell us today why we are here? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen. Colleagues, thanks once more. Yes, I reached out to Ntombi, and I really appreciate you getting us together.
Sorry, Mary. Sorry to disturb you. Why am I forgetting the guest of honor? I will introduce Mr. Tompo. Mr. Tompo, may you kindly introduce yourself to the team before I continue with Mary?
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Tompo. I am the Head of Strategy at Personal Mastery Solutions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tompo, for introducing yourself, and we appreciate your presence. Mary, this is your turn. You may take it from here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen, and thank you, Ntombi, for getting us together, as this matter is really sensitive and close to my heart. As you know, me colleagues, as Merin Kosi, head of marketing at Pick and Buy, and the creative and innovator behind the Siswikile 60-minute door-to-door delivery service. This was my brainchild, an idea that I conceptualized, researched, and put into practice, and ultimately turned it into a successful service that generated millions of rands for our company. During COVID-19, something as simple as stepping out of your house to buy essential goods became a life-threatening mission. I, for one, lost my mother to COVID-19 as she contracted the virus at a supermarket. Despite my grief, this did not deter me. Instead, I used my grief to develop courage and bring forward an idea that made a difference. As you know, we now have many stores using our delivery services. Many companies closed down during COVID. Many people lost their jobs. I strongly believe that I played a significant role in helping to save jobs within our organization. As a manager, I regard myself as an autocratic leader, which means that my team sometimes did less while I carried most of the workload. I often felt that the team did not put in as much as I did. I was the person who pushed the idea, took responsibility, and made it a success. For this reason, I feel that I deserve promotion. I dedicated my life to this company. My daughter lives in a boarding school. My husband left me. So my career has become my entire life. I'm the first person to arrive at work and the last one to leave. My social life is centered around my career. It is therefore very disappointing that management did not give me a promotion. I honestly feel that based on my contribution, I should be heard in the whole company. Management acknowledged my contribution, but I still feel sidelined. However, I have reached a point where I'm questioning myself. Maybe I'm not good enough, or perhaps there are areas of my life that I need to improve. This is why I call this meeting. I would like to hear your advice and perspectives. I'm aware that Ntombi went through the personal mastery course with Gibbs, and I believe that she may have valuable insights that could help me understand myself and my leadership style better. But thank you once more for listening, and I really hope we'll get something positive out of this meeting. Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you so much, Mary. I will give this to Garabo as the hiring manager. Garabo, would love to hear from your side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen, and thank you, Mary, for taking the time to reach out. I know it's not easy to hear feedback like this, especially after everything you've delivered for the business. But as they say, feedback is a gift, and we hope that you take this with the sincerity that it is intended to help you grow. You're clearly capable, as you said, and you are stellar at delivering results. But leadership isn't just about what you deliver, but it's about how you do it. It requires people skills. So we've drawn up a chart for you to highlight the key areas of improvement. The first area that the panel raised is self-awareness. Aware of how you made your colleagues feel until it was raised. It's something that you need to learn to proactively identify. It's important to be able to reflect in terms of how you make others feel. Secondly, lifelong learning. You need to continuously grow and learn better ways of showing up. and not just how it has always been done, and be open to a different perspective. Thirdly is connection. So this ties into Peter Senger's feeling a sense of belonging. You need to remember that you are part of a bigger group. You are not working in silo. You have an entire team backing you. Then your interpersonal skills also is an area of improvement. So a few colleagues have raised that you come across as abrasive, as intimidating, and you often cut people off. So people end up not being able to relate to you, and they even fear sharing their input, as you always have to have the last word. Finally, your personal vision. As you said, you seem to have made work your personal identity. It's important to remember that your life is made up of more than just work. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share this with you to ensure we get you on track with the roles that you are aiming for. Please remember that none of this takes away from what you have achieved, and the results speak for themselves. But at a senior level, the how really matters. That's why I want you to walk through this with Tombi to give you practical steps to get you to the leadership position that you are striving for. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I will move to Ntombi, our HR generalist. Ntombi, the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much, Queen, and thank you so much, Tsuntombi, for those comprehensive key improvement areas. At least we know where we'll be working on. All right, so Mary, I've developed a personal development plan for you, which will assist you then to be able to reach the goal which you want to get to. All right, you must remember, Mary, that personal development plan is an ongoing process of improving yourself through conscious habits and practices. So what we're going to do will be building on your self-awareness, emotional regulation, as well as intentional goal-directed behavior. So looking at the self-awareness, if you've already seen Dombi identifying it as part of your area of improvement. So how then do you improve this? What you need to do then, Mary, is to look at where you are right now. So you need to be honest with yourself to say, look at the relationships that you have with your team, that you have with your colleagues. You know, are you happy with that? Is there areas where you need to improve? You need to look at your leadership style. I'm happy that you already have started with reflecting and you've already noted your leadership to be not in a good space where you want it to be, right? So once you've identified exactly where you are, then we can be able to move further and say where you want to be. So what kind of a leader you see yourself being? Do you see yourself being a leader where your team thrives in your leadership, where your team does not fear to come to you with ideas, you know, with concerns? So do you see yourself where you have that healthy relationship with your colleagues and with your team, and everyone is just thriving and working towards the common goal? So if you say that, you imagine that, so that's where we want you to go. Then how then do you achieve that? You need to look at a metacognition. Metacognition is where then you are in a position of you being in control of your mind. So for you to be in control of your mind, you will have thoughts that are coming in, right? So when you get those thoughts, the important thing is that you pause and then you think about those thoughts. So when you think about them, you think, if I then action these thoughts, is it going to be beneficial to the people that I'm actioning these thoughts to? Maybe it's the words that will be coming out of your mind. Are they building or they are destroying? Then once you've decided to say, okay, I see this thought and these are the results of this thought, then you can action. Sometimes you just need maybe to rephrase whatever that you are thinking you want to action, just rephrase so that it can come out politely to the next person. So you only act on positive thoughts that are meant to build, not destroy. Right, then we move on, Mary. We then go to your daily reflection journaling. So I need you to journal. Journaling will be an important part of this process. So spend 5 minutes every evening tracking triggers, emotional reactions, and choices. Remember, with triggers, Mary, it will be some things that happened in your childhood. So it's experiences from when you're growing up until now. So all those experiences then will, some of them, if they are maybe bad experiences, then will become your triggers. So for you to identify these triggers, you need to draw up something that's called a lifeline. So with the lifeline, there's X's and Y line. On top, you will put in all the experiences that made you happy. You know, all those things that were happy, exciting for you. And then underneath, you put those that are a bit sad, not so happy. You know, like you mentioned that you lost your mom. So those will fall then underneath all those things that really didn't make you happy. So with you identifying those, it will assist you to know if it comes, you are ready and you know how to treat it. So there are habits that you will have to unlearn. So in this process, there will be learning and there's also unlearning that you need to do. And then moving on, you need to identify core values using a tool called Mind Dump. So what Mind Dump does is that you just need to jot down everything that is important to you. So everything that is coming out of your mind, jot it down. And then from there, just select the top 3 that you say these top 3 are important to me. Then that will form part of your core values. And then you need to be able to identify limiting beliefs, not negative thought patterns that lead to feelings of helplessness or aggression. So we need you to be in a position where you are really aware of yourself, you are aware of what you are thinking, you are aware also of the feelings, so that you know, if I'm feeling like this, then this is what I need to do. Right, and then you need to practice mindfulness. So we also need you to be in a calm space. So for you to be in a calm space, you need to dedicate 5 minutes daily to breathing exercises so that you can build a gap between stimulus and responses. So now when you respond, you will not just immediately respond when a person says something to you, but you'll breathe first and then you will have a proper response then to that person. Then you need to draft a vision statement. So you need to write a detailed description of the ideal personal and professional life. We already know that with your professional life, everything is 100%. You have your plan, you have your goal, you know what you want, and you've achieved most of the things. But what is lacking now, it's your personal life. As you say, that things have happened in your life, you've lost people that you love, so we need to fix that. So draw up that detailed plan then with your personal life, even include the hobbies, what hobbies you want to do. So you shouldn't be identified as Mary, the professional. You know, we need to know the real Mary. Then you need to establish micro deadlines. Set strict manageable timelines for small actions rather than distant annual goals, and celebrate all your small wins. Don't wait for a big thing, Mary, to start celebrating. But during this process, all your small wins, you must celebrate. Then you need to perform a reality gap analysis where you honestly assess where you are versus where you want to be. So we know our starting point. So in this process, throughout your journey, then check where you are so that you can see, oh, I'm halfway through to where I want to be. And am I still in the right track? So that will assist you in that way. Then you need to do the practical radical accountability. This is very important as well, Mary. As we know, when we are living in this earth, we are not living in silos, but we have people, we have community that will assist us, that will hold our hands. So you can recruit a trusted peer or professional coach to hold you accountable on your personal development goals and journey. So like currently, right now, we are all gathered here to try and assist you and guide you, and we'll be holding your hand so that we can see you achieving your goals. Then lastly, you need to implement weekly reviews. You need to dedicate 10 minutes every Fridays to score progress and adjust the trajectory. Do not be too hard on yourself. If you do not meet your goals for the particular week, it's fine. Remember, you have then the following week to actually try again. You need to build some flexibility into your plan and expect to be surprised and be ready to adjust. As we say, that there will be things that you're learning, there will also be things that you will be unlearning. So if you apply these consistently in your life with a positive mindset, definitely your personal skills will improve tremendously. I'm wishing you all the best, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tombi. That was mouthful. I will move, Marie. This time is mine. I have something I want to say to you. On my part, I would like to talk to you about purpose and meaning. As Queen Moroka, the receptionist, I'm always with the people. So I feel like this is something that I will relate with, and you will relate with it too. So, Mary, purpose nine, it just answers the simple question of why I am alive. Um, when you sit down, when you wake up, when you tell yourself, you ask yourself questions of why am I alive? And if you haven't asked that question to yourself, then why are you alive? Because of with you, we do know as Mary, the head person who was headhunted. We know you've brought the exceptional work structure. We know you are the most exceptional leading person in marketing. We all know that. Um, we just need to come back to why are you alive? Do you ever get to a point where you ask yourself all those questions? When you sit down going forward, um, ask yourself, am I living the life that I always wanted to live? Am I getting what I want from out of this life? And then if that answer doesn't satisfy you, you do sit down with yourself and you explain to yourself, why are you doing what you are doing currently? Is it serving your purpose as a person who makes decisions? If there is one person, Mary, we know that makes decision is you. You don't struggle making decisions. So once you ask yourself the question of why am I alive, and then it's not aligning with your answer or you don't have an answer, you should start writing down, um, what is it that I want to get out of this life? And then when it comes to meaning, Mary, we do understand people have different things in life that makes them feel important with their life, that makes them feel alive. What is it that makes you feel alive when you wake up in the morning? Um, when you sit down with family members, when you get into your car, you're driving, are you listening to certain music that makes you alive? Is it that radio station that you're listening to that is making you feel alive? What is it? When you write these things down, you come back to your life and say, okay, am I fulfilling my purpose? Is my life meaningful to me? Because of Mary, you need to remember you have to be happy. You have to be happy to make other people happy. They say a glass has to overflow for it to drip. So if you're not dripping and pouring water into the other people, which one are you pouring? And then Mary, this brings me back to a case study by Jenkins M. It's regarding a lady. It's called the Get the Lowdown on Soreli Kumalo brand of motivational mountaineering. So this is the lady who climbs mountains. In her journey of climbing this mountain, climbing the mountain is not the reason she's climbing the mountain. The purpose and the meaning behind her climbing this mountain is so beautiful. Because of Sarai noticed that when she was growing up, there is so much lack in education. So Sarai made it her purpose, her meaning to say, I will climb this mountain, I will raise this money, I will definitely give back. So that made it the most beautiful thing for her. She lost people in those mountaineering things. She does not boast on her story. You don't find her boasting anywhere. But she does this for the love of it, because of its her purpose. So Mary, work might be your purpose, career might be your purpose. Just make sure you are happy in that purpose. If it does not make you happy, meaning is not your purpose, it's not your meaning of life. That is my share, Mary, because of I really like to see you coming in awake in the morning and smiling and all happy, and we are all happy. Thank you so much. I will give this to my colleague Akona. Akona, I'm handing this over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen. Mary, let me give you my bit on personal values. By applying personal mastery concepts, one of the most important lessons from personal mastery is that lasting leadership growth starts with understanding and living your core values. Your success in expanding the retailer's home delivery service demonstrates strong capability and drive and commitment to results. However, the feedback that colleagues perceive you as abrasive and intimidating suggests that your actions might not always reflect the impact you want to have on others. The Gibbs personal value models teaches that values are the principles that guide our decisions, behaviors, and relationships. Dr. Mag's lesson on personal values and the video Why We Need Core Values emphasize that values serve as an internal compass, particularly during times of pressure and change, which is your work ethic. When leaders know and consistently live their values, they build trust, authenticity, and stronger relationships. My advice is that you begin by completing the core value quiz, as mentioned by Ntombi, and the accompanying reflective journal exercise from the course. This activity will help you identify the values that are most important to you and assess whether your current behaviors align with them. You may discover that values such as achievement, excellence, and innovation are dominant strengths, but that values such as empathy, respect, and collaboration need greater attention. Drawing from Nash's work on personal values, the key question is not only what are my values, but also how do others experience those values through my behavior. For example, Mary, if you value excellence, ensure it is expressed through coaching rather than criticism. If you value achievement, measure the success through your team success, not only personal results. If you value integrity, communicate honestly while remaining respectful and considerate. The prescribed reading by Areli highlights that personal values significantly influence workplace behavior and relationships. Leaders who align their actions with values that support both performance and people tend to create more positive organizational outcomes. For an emotional intelligence perspective, I would encourage 3 practical habits. Number 1, pause before responding. Ask yourself, does my response reflect the values I want to be known for? Number 2, seek regular feedback. Ask trusted colleagues how your communication style affects them. And number 3, practice active listening. Focus on understanding before offering solutions or directing action. Reflecting on on the recommended video, the 10 most important human values. Consider selecting 3 values that you want your leadership brand to represent. My recommendation to you would be respect, empathy, and collaboration. These values do not replace your results orientation. Instead, they help ensure that exceptional results are achieved through strong relationships and influence rather than authority alone. If you commit to living these values consistently, you will likely become a more trusted and inspiring leader, Mary. This will improve your promotion prospects, strengthen team engagement, and contribute positively to the organization's culture. Most importantly, you will move from being known only for what you achieve to being respected for how you achieve it, which is a hallmark of true personal mastery. That's all from my side. Thank you for listening and good luck, Mary.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Akona. Now follows the man, the myth, the man of the hour, Mr. Tompo. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Chair. Well, thank you for the opportunity once again. But most importantly, thank you to the organization Pick and Buy Enterprise for inviting Personal Mastery Solutions to participate in this process and for placing your trust in our company to assist as a mediator in Ms. Mary Nkosi's case. Mary, first I would like to acknowledge that this is an important conversation and we appreciate the opportunity to engage openly and constructively with you. The purpose of this mediation is not to take away from your achievements or to focus only on the challenges that have brought us here. Rather, it is to create an opportunity for reflection, growth, and hopefully a positive way forward. As we progress in our careers, success increasingly becomes about more than what we are personally able to achieve. It also becomes about the impact we have on the people around us. The way we engage with our colleagues, respond during difficult situations, and handle differences of opinion can influence not only our own opportunities, but also the environment in which others work. As Ms. Ntombi and Ms. Akona have indicated on the proposed plan you could follow, this could be an opportunity to transform this experience into a turning point in your career. You already have a strong record of performance. By developing greater awareness of your impact on your interactions and consciously working on how you engage with others, you have an opportunity to complement your existing strengths with stronger relationship building and leadership capabilities. The result could be that future opportunities are not only assessed on your performance, but also on your ability to work with others, influence people positively, and create an environment where others can succeed together with you. This is particularly important as one moves towards position of higher ranking. A person may be a top performer, but leadership requires the ability to bring people together, manage different personalities and perspectives, build trust, and help others to perform at their optimum. So it's not only about you as a leader in the team, but also the people that you're working with. Mary, if you're able to take the lessons from this experience and apply them positively, it could strengthen your professional journey significantly. The disappointment of a missed promotion opportunity does not have to become a defining moment of your career. It can instead become the point at which you begin developing the broader capabilities that prepare you for future opportunities. The impact, however, goes beyond your individual career. Every person within a team contributes to the culture of the team, as well as the organization. The way we speak to one another, handle disagreements, and respond when under pressure can either strengthen or weaken the trust within the workplace. When colleagues experience interactions as aggressive or confrontational, it sometimes results in people becoming reluctant to express their views, to raise their concerns, or engage openly. Over time, this can affect communication, collaboration, and the willingness for people to contribute. However, there's an opportunity to change that dynamic. Then for Pick and Buy Enterprise, Ms. Moroka is the leadership of the organization. This is where the broader values lie. An organization benefits when employees recognize that individual performance and organizational success are interlinked. The two do coexist. A culture where people are able to challenge one another respectfully, and I'm underlining respectfully there, communicate openly, and work through differences constructively is more likely to promote collaboration, innovation, and sustainable performance. This process, therefore, should not only be seen as addressing a particular incident or behavior. It should also be seen as an opportunity to reinforce the kind of organizational culture that Pick and Buy wants to contribute towards. One where high performance is encouraged, but where respect, collaboration, and positive working relationships are equally valued. In closing, I would like to thank you, Ms. Moroka, for inviting us to this session. As Personal Mastery Solutions, I would highly recommend that Mary consider attending a Personal Mastery course offered by Gibbs, a leading internationally accredited business school. Clients and professionals attend programs offered at Gibbs and have seen the value that such development opportunities can bring to both their personal and professional growth. We believe that this could provide Mary with a valuable opportunity to reflect, develop further, and strengthen the skills that will support her continued career growth as well as future leadership aspirations. I thank you. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tompa. I would give Mary 2 minutes to thank the team, and I hope, Mary, everything turned out the way you wanted it to turn out. For the next coming 2 minutes, Mary, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Mr. Tompo and colleagues. I sincerely appreciate your time, your honesty, and the valuable insights you have shared with me today. Whew, this conversation has given me a lot to reflect on. I have realized that somewhere along the way, I made my career a significant part of my life, that it became my whole identity. I'm willing to take this opportunity to go through the notes from this meeting, use it to work on myself, and attend the Personal Mastery course. I believe it will help me understand myself better, particularly how to create balance across different domains of my life. Thank you, guys, and we'll continue giving feedback as I intend to form part of this company for a very long time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you very much, Mr. Tompo, for coming as an external person to make sure that the opinion is unbiased. And Mary, thank you for calling this meeting, and thank everybody for their input.
This production is brought to you by Syndicate 1 Media.